guys, Backyard Farmer Pat here. Welcome to day 16 of our 22 days of harvest. Guys, it's been a blast. It's been wonderful doing these harvest videos. So today we're over by the chicken playground. And guys, we're going to be harvesting a powerhouse today. We're going to be harvesting, not this, but we're going to be harvesting some rosemary. Guys, rosemary is a serious powerhouse. I did a video a few months ago about how I made my rosemary oil. I am actually out of the rosemary oil already, guys. It was so good. I used it a lot in cooking, but I also, just as I mentioned in my harvest video, my moringa harvest video, I also had a batch of rosemary that's soaking to be used in my hair, and I added moringa to that. So guys, I need a whole lot more rosemary. All right, so let's talk about some of the benefits of rosemary while I harvest. Rosemary has a lot of minerals. So rosemary has calcium, it has magnesium, iron, manganese, and copper. It also has very high levels of vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin B6. I don't know if you guys saw my video a few months ago, probably like 3-4 months ago, where I did the benefits of rosemary oil. Oh my gosh. I think on that video I kind of focused on the hair, but it has so much more benefits than just that. Rosemary has a very strong antioxidant called carnosol, which is actually an anti-inflammatory, and it has anti-cancer properties. And as I mentioned before, it also enhances hair growth. Rosemary is literally equivalent. They said it's as powerful as Rogaine, which Rogaine is that expensive drug that they advertise on the TV that helps to regrow men's hair. They said it's as effective for hair growth as Rogaine. And I just started using the rosemary oil maybe a month or so ago, and I'm definitely seeing differences in my hair. My hair seems to be much stronger, and I had done a big chop a few months ago, but it's growing right back and looking good. So I'm really excited about getting more into the rosemary, and I'm mixing mine now with the moringa, which is also very beneficial for hair. So rosemary helps to regulate menstrual cycles. It helps with gut health. It regulates the GI tract and bowel movements. So rosemary oil, they've done studies showing that it's very effective on rheumatoid arthritis if you massage the area for over a 2-week period. So you can't just use it one time. If you use it like as a massage oil, you can massage it over a 2-week period. They actually have studies that showed it was effective. Of course, rosemary is also known to be very good for brain health, right? So it helps like the aging brain. And I can tell you, I'm not that old. I mean, I'm getting there, but I get forgetful. So it helps the aging brain, and studies have been done where it's used to prevent Alzheimer's. We already talked about the hair. It helps with thinning hair, helps with balding. It also contains an antioxidant called carcinic, which is actually neuroprotective, which means it protects the central nervous system from damage and injury. It reduces oxidative stress. It can protect your brain from tissue damage, and it helps with concentration and thinking. Guys, I need that. There are times when I'm not able to focus, so I think that's really great. Another thing is rosemary helps to ease anxiety and stress. You can breathe in the rosemary oil using a diffuser, and guys, I can tell you, even without the diffuser, just standing over here cutting this rosemary, the smell is incredible. It just brings me into a happy mood. I can see how this can reduce anxiety and stress. Rosemary oil helps to relieve pain when used both orally and topically, and we already spoke about massaging it over a 2-week period for the rheumatoid arthritis. And it improves circulation when used as a massage oil. So guys, there's some pretty exciting things regarding rosemary and fighting cancer. There's a large report compiled that results with several studies and found that rosemary is beneficial in helping with the following cancers: breast cancer, colon, ovarian, lung, prostate, blood, pancreatic, liver, and bladder cancers. Oh my goodness, guys. I had no idea that rosemary could be used to prevent all these different kind of cancers. It slows the spread of leukemia and breast cancer, and it's effective against age-related macular degeneration. So that's with your eyes. As always, guys, you have to be careful when using any supplements if you're breastfeeding or pregnant, or if you're on any medications. But guys, remember, I'm not a doctor. This information is information I'm getting online. I found most of this on Medical News Today and Happy Mammoth. I'll drop the links below. But do your own research, guys. There are drug interactions that you have to be careful of if you're on any coagulant drugs like aspirin, warfarin, or if you're on any ACE inhibitors, diuretics, or lithium. You need to be careful before trying any kind of rosemary extracts. So, do your own research. So guys, this is what I have so far. I think this is going to be enough. Let's go inside and I'll show you how I use it. Bye, girls. All right, guys, here is the rosemary. We're back inside. Here it is, nicely cleaned up. I think I'm gonna even get some more, guys. This smells amazing. Not only does it have that ton of benefits that I spoke about earlier, it smells absolutely amazing. All right, so we're gonna use this a few different ways. So first of all, for the fresh rosemary, I just get it straight from the plant. There's really no reason for me to freeze any, because my rosemary stays year round. So I have rosemary, 365 days a year. So for fresh, I always just go outside and cut it when I want. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, step number one is dehydrating the rosemary. So let me show you how I prep it. And I prep it in a way that I can replant the stems. Because guys, now that the rosemary that I had in under the passion fruit died back, the passion fruit got so big that it killed those rosemary plants. I want to make sure I have rosemary in different parts of the garden. I thought that I would never run out, and thank God I had the one that you saw me harvest from today, because the two by the passion fruit vine have basically been killed by the passion fruit, because the passion fruit basically took over the area and blocked the sun, because rosemary does need some sun. In order that I can replant it, first of all, I use only the leaves. So I just hold it like this and pull down. Pull down. If I don't plan on replanting, I can do this. It's easier after it's dehydrated. But I pull down, and then this piece I can plant. So I'm going to go through, pull down. Since I'm dehydrating only the leaves, hold it, pull down. See, all the leaves easily fall off. Got to tug a little bit, but they fall off pretty easily. Guys, as I'm pulling down, oh my gosh, the room smells amazing. Oh, this smells so good. So of course, you have to make sure you use a pan that's solid, so that when you put it in the dehydrator, the rosemary doesn't fall through. And I am using my oven because it has a dehydrator function. That's what I use to dehydrate everything, and everything comes out perfect. All right, you hold it, pull down. All right, so I'll do the rest off camera. I think you kind of get the picture. All of these are going to be replanted. So for rosemary, it's kind of different from, I kind of treat this a little bit differently than I treat some of my other herbs that I plant from cuttings. Rosemary, you can plant it straight into moist soil. So if you have, get a little pot and make sure you have some nice warm, nice moist potting mix, nice loose moist potting mix, and you plant it, and you just make sure you keep it dehydrated, and you're good to go. If you want, you can use a rooting hormone. What I actually find works very well for me, I have a lot of aloe vera in my garden. So I just take an aloe leaf and stick the bottom of the stem, like the bottom couple of inches of the stem with the aloe. Just stick it in there, rub it in, plant it into the soil. And aloe vera, I find, has been a very good rooting hormone for me. All right, so let me show you the ways that I use my rosemary. Some other ways I use it. First of all, guys, this rosemary, I didn't even start using rosemary until maybe 10 years ago. No, maybe 5 years ago, I started using rosemary. And that's when I first grew it in my garden. All right, guys, so this is what I have so far. I'm gonna do the rest offline. So guys, let's talk about, after I dry this, I'm gonna put this in the dehydrator. Normally I dehydrate my herbs at like 120, 130 degrees for like 8 hours. I kind of feel like this is gonna be dried even sooner. So you can check it after 6 hours, but you wanna make sure whenever you're drying any herbs, make sure it's almost crunchy. Like not almost, make sure it's completely crunchy. Make sure that there's zero moisture left. Okay, make sure it's completely dehydrated, otherwise it's not gonna preserve well, especially if you're adding it to oils or whatever. It's gonna get fungus and go bad. So after this is dehydrated, let me show you a couple ways I use it. So guys, this is not for Etsy store, this is just for my personal use for now. But guys, looky here. Oops, let me see if I can zone in. I got my backyard farmer pat label. Can you see it? Plant, grow, eat, share, backyard farmer pat. So I got my little label, and I'm starting to bottle my herbs. So here I have my rosemary. This is the one that I dried before, and this is one that I'm currently using in the kitchen. So guys, this is absolutely something you can do. You can get these bottles on Amazon. I put a link to this below, and I think it came with like 12 bottles or 24 bottles, but it also came with like pre-made labels, and it also came with some blank labels. So like for my Cuban oregano, of course they didn't have a label for Cuban oregano, so they come with these black labels and a little marker that I could write Cuban oregano on it. But this is all my stuff, guys. So now I'm beginning to bottle my own herbs, so super excited about that. Who knows, down the road, if as my produce grows, I'll be able to offer it on Etsy. But for now, it's just for my friends, my family and my friends. So guys, here's another way I use my rosemary oil. I did a video a few months ago about how to use rosemary oil for extreme hair growth. Yesterday, when I did the moringa video, I actually added some moringa powder to the rosemary and extra virgin olive oil, because moringa has a ton of benefits. Please go back and watch that video. It's incredible, but it's also very good for hair growth. So this is the jar. It is pretty full of rosemary and the moringa. I think what I'm going to do is transfer this to a larger bottle, because this is really going to be super potent right now. So I think I can kind of probably, what I'm going to do is, after I dehydrate this, I'm going to add more rosemary, and I have a ton of moringa now. Let me show you guys. This is what I harvested and dried yesterday for the moringa. Look at this, guys. Look at that green. It was hard to tell on the video yesterday, but this video today you can see how green and beautiful that is. That was dehydrated yesterday, and just to show you guys how things grow. Last year I got this much moringa from 2 trees. This year I have this much from just 1 tree. Look at the difference in size. This is like a few ounces, 8 ounces I think, and I think this is 32 ounces. So grow your own food, guys. All right, so gonna dehydrate this, and we're gonna wrap the video up so you can see how you can use it. If you or in a very cold climate where the rosemary dies, you can cut it back, freeze it, so you can use your fresh rosemary from your freezer instead of, you know, buying it at the store. I'll never have to buy rosemary again, guys. I have more than enough. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's harvest video. Thanking God for the harvest as always. And stay tuned for the next few days, guys. I have so much more to harvest. And I only have, this is what, day 16. I only have 6 more days. But stay tuned for what's next. Till next time, guys. Thanking God for the harvest. Bye now.